Good morning, Barstow, and welcome back to BTVN. I'm Lorelai.
And I'm Maddie. We have a show filled with announcements, two pieces, and Knowledge Hub, all after the intro. Rehearsals for the lower school musical begin tonight from 3 to 5 in the auditorium.
Speaking of Barstow talent, 7th grader Alina Stribling competed in the Hope and Healing competition and was featured in a promotional flyer. Congrats, Alina.
This Friday, the robotics team will leave for the Kansas City regional competition through March 1st, and the students from our partner school in Senegal will be visiting through March 7th. Be sure to wish robotics luck and welcome our visitors.
If you enjoy baking, be sure to sign up for the French food competition to either bake a quiche, crepe, or both. Maddie, are you going to compete?
Seeing that I burnt my grilled cheese the other day, feel like I might have to pass on this one. How about you?
Probably not. Although we do not have a piece on how to bake French food, Jack did make a piece on what to do when your car gets stuck.
Amidst your off-road adventures, you may find your ambition has exceeded your vehicle's capabilities. In other words, you're stuck.
If your vehicle gets stuck, there are some things that you should take into consideration and some methods that may be able to get you unstuck. I'm currently stuck, unintentionally, at the southwest corner of my grandma's pasture.
If you get stuck, what you do immediately after will determine your fate. First off, don't hit the throttle and spin your tires a bunch. This will dig you into a hole and make it harder to get out. Try gently going forward, then backward, over and over to create a rocking motion. If that doesn't work, try putting down some objects for your tires to grip onto. Kitty litter or sand may help, especially in snow. Here I'm trying some boards, kitty litter, and rubber floor mats under my Vans tires. This almost worked. If worse comes to worse, you're going to need some help.
Next thing, you can't get it with anything under the wheels. You want to bring in another car, ideally a car with better off-road capabilities than yours. For example, this Chevy Suburban has four-wheel drive. So then with a tow rope, you can use the other car to hopefully tow you out. This tow rope might be strong enough. What you want to do is make sure that it's on a solid point. If you put it on your suspension or your steering, then you're going to break your suspension or your steering. So I put it on a little frame cross member in the front. Hopefully that doesn't break. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
My voice is dead. Okay, I think we're good.
Good to know. Now let's keep the facts moving and check in with Kobe on Knowledge Hub.
Welcome back to another Knowledge Hub, y'all. It's almost March, and we all know that it's the greatest month in sports. March Madness is right around the corner, and the bracketologist himself, Joe Lunardi, has high hopes for our hometown Kansas Jayhawks. They're currently ranked number 1 in the AP poll and projected to be the number 1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament. This would be the 15th time that our beloved Jayhawks would snag a number 1 seed at the Big Dance, and this is going to be the 31st straight year that they reach the tourney. As always, I'm going to leave y'all with a question that is going to be posted on our Insta story. Will KU beat K-State by 8 or more on Saturday in Manhattan? Before I send it back to the desk, let's check out Maddie's recap of the sophomore trip to the World War I Museum.
So So we had a great time today visiting the World War I Museum. It's one of my favorite parts about teaching world history here in Kansas City, that we get to use the museum. I love taking the sophomores because I think the museum's focus on the impacts of war from the soldier perspective and the civilian perspective and what it means long term. I think the museum does a nice job being really honest about what a difficult experience it is, and without unnecessarily glorifying violence or anything like that. I think that's really helpful for us. I think the museum does an excellent job of ending the museum tour with a lot to think about in terms of where the Great War led us in the decades after, through the 1920s and 30s and into World War II. And so I think it helps students situate it sort of in the context of the 20th century. And I also think there are a lot of themes in the museum that come up when we watch the news right now. And so I think we'll bring it to life and let us in class kind of reflect and echo what's going on now with what happened during the Great War. I just think it's an exceptional museum. We're really lucky to have it here in Kansas City.
Thanks, Kobe. For lunch today, we are having barbecue chicken with baked potatoes, barbecue tofu, green beans, and fried okra with Rice Krispies for dessert.
Before we go, if you have any funny or cute videos of your dog, be sure to send them to Liddy Scarrato for your pet to be featured on BTVN.
Well, that's all we have for today. I've been Maddie.
And I've been Lorelai. Have a wonderful day, Barstow.